Good day, everyone. My name is Jelly, and we are here, Group 1, to discuss how the layout design, project range, customer experience affect the operational efficiency of one companies. Here are the three companies assigned to us: Sobeys, Petro-Canada, and Irving. Sobeys, we all know that they are established 1907 and operate as subsidiary Empire in Company Limited. Their brand motto is being a family nurturing in families. And they are the one largest grocery retailer and trusted brand in Canada. They are operate as well a diverse portfolio in the grocery store formats, including the full service of supermarket, discount stores. They are committed into providing high quality products, produce, health and wellness products, and household essential and more. While Petro-Canada, they are established in 1975 as Federal Crown Corporation and subsidiary by Suncor Energy. Their brand motto is to live by leap. They are well-known Canadian retail and wholesale marketing brand. Primarily, they are recognized for its presence in petroleum industry and convenience store sector. They are committed to providing quality fuels, innovation, and customer service and sustainable practices. Each businesses has their own strategies that will be discussed by Erica.
Alright, so as we all know, before moving forward with the strategies, Canada is well known widely for having winter storms. So normally it's regular or like normal to us here. Sobeys also implements these three strategies to meet the abnormal demands, such as I mentioned earlier, winter storm. And one of these three basic strategies includes communication and marketing, inventory restocking, and logistics and supply chain management. So first is the communication and marketing. Sobeys can inform the customers in advance about their preparations for the storm. There's various communication tools that can be adapted, like the newsletters, social media, website announcements, and in-store signage to alert the customers about their extended hours, special promotions, and essential items, and advice on storm preparations. Through this proactive communication, it can help to manage the customer expectations and thereby encouraging an early shopping, which could help spreading out the demand over a longer period of time rather than facing a sudden rush closer to the storm's arrival. Next is the inventory pre-stocking. Inventory pre-stocking meaning increase in inventory for non-perishable goods, and it's implementing the first in, first out. Sobeys can increase its inventory levels for essential items like to be in high demand during a winter storm. This proactive approach involves anticipating the needs of customers by ensuring the surplus of items such as non-perishable goods like water, batteries, canned goods, and other emergency supplies. By means of restocking these items, they will be able to meet the sudden urgent demand whenever the storm hits. Lastly is the logistic and supply chain management. This includes the collaboration with the supplier and distributor, utilization of the technologies like the GPS tracking and weather monitoring to proactively manage the logistics, collaboration with the 3PL logistic partners to optimize the routes and schedules for efficiency during certain winter conditions. The trained staff for emergency response, which thereby establishes the local suppliers. This involves also adjusting the delivery schedules, prioritizing shipments of essential items, and having a contingency plan in place to address any disruptions caused by the storm. Additionally, they could also consider deploying additional staff during the peak hours to manage the increased demand effectively. So, through the implementation of these three strategies, basically, Sobeys can better manage and meet the abnormal demand caused by an impending winter storm, ensuring that the customers have full access to the necessary supplies, thereby reducing some potential shortages. So, apart from these strategies, I'm going to move now forward with regards to some other factors like the checkout processing times, along with the process flow diagram, and thereby moving forward as well with the characteristics of some job production process. And now I'll give the floor now to Carmina to discuss further on these topics.
Thank you, Erica. Now we are going now for the checkout processing time. So our group do a survey. We went to the service to check on the customers, how their processing time go on. So we have observed the first three customers on the store and they have the processing time. The first customers have the 360 seconds. The second one have 160 seconds. And the customer number three have a 358 seconds. So the processing time was depends on the customers purchase goods, and how they process their goods on the conveyor. So upon doing the survey, we have a target of 180 seconds per customer as per service. So they have an effective capacity of 180. And for the total of the first three customers, they have an actual output of 838 seconds. So it shows that the efficiency of this is 4.65 or 47%. Moving forward, we also discuss the factors affecting processing time. So the first one to be considered is loading the items onto the conveyor. Organizing and loading a grocery item onto the conveyor takes time away from processing the item checkout. And it also depends on the client who came in ahead of schedule. The next one is gathering points. Exactly like with the payment, it can take some time to locate the loyalty card in your purse. Even if it is linked to your mobile wallet, finding the application and scanning the barcode will also take time, which comes to the additional processing time that affects the processing time of checking out the products. The next one is the packing the goods. The customer's speed of packing all the items for which payment has been received will now determine how long the processing procedure takes. Next one is no barcode. It is also one of the scenario in any grocery or any retail store. It is also one of the process that takes longer to find the price. Calling an assistant and waiting for them to return with the pricing takes a lot of time. The last one but not the least is the payment. It depends on how quickly the customer locates the card or obtains the necessary funds. The next one is the flow of diagram of a to-go meal. Sob is offering a fresh foods and also a to-go meal and a cold foods. So if you will see on the diagram, there are some four steps to be considered. The first one is the choice of menu. Service is selling a range of foods to go, including hot cuisine with an inexpensive meal combo offer and a good to go entire roasted chicken. Cold foods include a selection of salad, fruits, cold cuts platters, and etc. Step 2 is the deciding and ordering. Choose your meal from a selection of meat, chicken, fish, salads, and other options by informing the crew or staff what you want to order for no more than $10, which is very affordable, especially to the students. You can also have an option for a combo meal that includes your choice of main course plus an appetizer, or by simply grabbing the cold foods that are good to go. If you will see in the diagram, there's an arrow showing the process. So if you will go to buy a cold foods, after you grab it, you can directly go to the payment section. But if you will grab a hot foods, you need to go first to the receiving the order, which is with the communication with the seller or with the crew. After receiving it, you will go to the payment section. So if, as I mentioned earlier, the step 3 is the receiving the order when you order the hot foods. All of the condiments and the cutlery are ready for you to take when your order is delivered, right in front of the stand. And the last step is the payment or checking out. Once we have everything we need, we can simply go to the cashier to pay for the food or use the self-checkout option. The next one will be presented by my team, Marie, for the production process type areas in Sobeys.
In Sobeys, there are three. I noticed that there are three different areas that include in production process type. This is the job shop, batch, and repetitive. And the job shop, this is the type of production process where items are made to order and each order is unique. The deli counter in Sobeys is a one of good example of job shop. Here, customer can order specific type and quantities and quantities of meats, cheese or sandwiches. Each order is unique and require different resource and time to complete. The second one is the batch. This is the production process where items are produced in group or batches. The bakery section of service store is a good example of batch production. Bakers make a batch of bread, cookies, or pastry at the time rather than making each item individually. This is allowed the efficiency in the use of ovens and the baking equipment. The last one is the repetitive. This is the production process where the same item is produced over and over again. The canned goods sections of service store is a good example of repetitive production. The cans are all filled, sealed, and labeled in the same way, allowing for a high level of efficiency and consistency. The The highest capacity limit is the repetitive production process, which is in the canned goods section. It is simplified the design for the high volume, efficient production. The same item is produced over and over again, allowing for a high level of efficiency and consistency. This process typically automated or semi-automated, which allows for a higher output volume compared to the job shop and batch production processes. In the job shop process, each order is unique and requires different resources and time to complete, which is limit the volume that can be produced. In the batch process, items are produced in groups or batches, which allows for some efficiency but still not as much as the repetitive process. Therefore, repetitive process would have the highest capacity limit.
So the next slide will be
So,
presented by Erica.
yeah, thanks, Marie, for that short but very brief and concise discussion with regards to the different job batch processes. Now we move forward to the layout and design to differentiate the convenience store versus the grocery store. So the layout and design of a grocery store typically differs from that of a convenience store, which are based primarily on several key aspects like the size and space, the product variety or depth, layout and customer experience, along with the shopping patterns and purpose. So, for the size and space, typically in a grocery store, as we could observe, it's typically much larger with a more extensive floor area, with an organized in various sections like the produce, meat, and dairy products. While on a convenience store, typically it's smaller and more compact, with a limited space and focusing on providing some essential items only. Second aspect is the product variety. In a grocery, normally it offers a wider variety and deeper selection of products across multiple categories. They tend to stock a comprehensive range of items like the fresh produce, dairy products, and even the specialized dietary products, while the convenience store normally carries a limited range of products. They focus merely on the quick on the go items like snacks, beverages, placing strategically near the front area for easy access. Third is the layout and shelving. As we can see in a grocery setup, it's more organized layout with clearly defined aisles and sections. They used shelving and display techniques for a spacious and navigable shopping environment. While, on the other hand, on the convenience store, they normally maximize the space utilization by employing some compact shelves. Third is the customer experience and services. With regards to the grocery store, normally they incorporate additional services like in house bakeries, deli counters, pharmacies, and even some cafes. While the convenience store, they focus on a quick and convenient access to everyday essentials without extensive range of services. Lastly is the shopping patterns and purpose. In a grocery setup, customers engage in planned shopping trips for purchasing the variety of items for a longer duration of time. While on the convenience store, customers visits for immediate unplanned purchase, quick top-up items, and normally focuses on speed and convenience. In short, there's a shorter duration for shopping. So indeed, while both grocery and convenience stores offers essential goods, their layout size, product range, customer experience, and purposes differ significantly based on the needs they aim to fulfill and the shopping behaviors they cater to. So aside from the groceries that we have gone through earlier, we were also assigned to do like a deep dive and thorough examination and observation of the two common gas stations in Sydney, Canada. And this is Petro Canada and the Irving Station. In here, we would like to know which ones could be a better experience in terms of customer flow and how the layout affects the capacity. Specific details about the layouts of Irving and Petro Canada gas stations varies by location and design. And below were some of the general observations that we had into how the layout of each gas stations can impact the customer flow and capacity. First, let's tackle first the Petro Canada. Though part of the layout is to prioritize a clean and organized layout, this portion seems to be the opposite of what we have observed recently. Petro Canada, there's an easy access and quick movement, both noticeably due to its huge space, making it convenient for every customer. Second, we also saw some multiple lanes with a straightforward layout, which allows the customers to access the pumps efficiently. They have also designed the ample space for cars to maneuver, thus allowing the customers to navigate freely around the station. And then, with regards to the layout allows a more straightforward access to pumps and easy traffic movement, which leads to higher capacity. Vehicles can quickly move in and out, leading to a faster turnover of the customers. Now let's move forward with the Irving gas station. The Irving gas station typically have a layout that is designed for easy access and quick movement, which is having a huge space, making it more convenient for every customer. They have also designated areas for different services like separate section for fueling, car wash, and also a small convenience store. This segregation offers more organized flow for customers. The segmented layout of this gas station affects the capacity differently. While it offers a more organized flow, it leads to a slower throughput due to the compartmentalization of the services. If the customers need to move through distinct areas like fueling, car wash, and convenience store, it slightly reduces the overall capacity. In short, the better experience for customer flow depends on various factors like layout design, traffic flow management, availability of the services, signage, and overall convenience. Some customers prefer a more straightforward layout, like the Irving gas stations, while others prefers a more segmented like Petro Canada. It depends actually on what customers wants and what they needs. And also, moreover, both layouts aims to optimize the customer experience and operational efficiency. The impact on capacity oftentimes depends on the efficiency of the layout design, traffic management, the number of available pumps, and the ease of access to various services. So these are just of some of our observations with regards to the personal visit that we have done over the last week. And to wrap it up, I am now passing the mic and the floor to Marie in order to brief all the ideas and the conclusion based on our presentation. Marie, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Erica. In summary, while both grocery and convenience store offer essential goods, their layout, size, product range, customer experience, and purpose differ significantly based on the needs they aim to fulfill and the shopping behavior they cater to. The layout aims to optimize customer experience and operational efficiency. The impact on capacity oftentimes depend on the efficiency of the layout, design, and traffic management. Better experience for the customer flow depends on the various factors, such as layout design, traffic flow management, availability of services, signage, and overall convenience. Transparent communication and stellar customer service is the cornerstone of profitability in one company. This bond not only breeds satisfaction but unlocks the doors to sustain success as customer loyalty becomes the driving force behind enduring prosperity. And now we end the presentation and thank you for watching and listening to the group one.
Hope you enjoy our presentation. We made it like very short and brief. Again, thanks a lot for listening and hope we were able to explore some new ideas with regards to the previous topics that we had.